see. Go one more block down, maybe.
Sure. So one of the things with recycle is, didn't you say that the companies, the businesses have some kind of responsibility and they have to pay for recycling?
And here is what's going to be beneficial with my plan. Technically, and it's just a matter of time, if you are a business, a retailer, and you sell anything that has a CRV to it,
okay,
you're required to take that back. So you have any kind of a store, whether it's 7-Eleven, a grocery store, a liquor store, Rite Aid, CVS, they're required to take that product back and give them their money for their CRV. The problem with that is that they have to have a special spot to store it. Otherwise, the health department's going to come in because it has to be segregated from any kind of food or anything they're going to be selling.
So on their property, they have
to. On the property.
Okay.
And most companies do not want to have anything to do with being a recycling agency, but they're legally bound to take it back or face penalties.
So they'd rather pay the penalties?
And the penalties, $100 a day for these businesses. So they're going to pay $3,000 a month penalty to not take the recycling in.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't want to have to pay that fee. For instance, the Rite Aid on Johnson Avenue, they take the recycling back, and they can only take, I believe, 25 pieces at a time. And then they give them 5 cents per container for that from the store. Then they have to store this. But what I would like to see is to have the different stores literally donate enough money to buy brand new compactors, storage containers, and then chip in to purchase the entire facility to be able to take in the recycling, the machines to weigh, all of it. Then you're eliminating that store from ever having to pay a fine because there is a recycling center now.
Right. Now they have a place to be able to store it.
And it would be a tax write-off for them that they could write off because they're donating all of these equipment. More of a win-win situation for the store. They're giving back to our community, and they're going to get a tax deduction at the same time. Folks, this isn't going to solve all the problems, but it's going to put a dent in it. And it is a solution, and no one else is doing anything at all.
Okay.
We the people are losing because all of this money that is being spent on CRV is sitting in a big fund here in California, as well as all over the place. And once no one recovers the money they're entitled to that they spent to purchase it to begin with, they're not getting their CRV back. The state of California is eventually going to throw that into their general fund, which we'll call it the slush fund. And they're going to pay off the unfunded liabilities, CalPERS, like they do with everything else. They look for ways to generate money, gouge we the people every which way you can think of, to assure that government employees are going to be assured their retirement benefits.
And how much do they get in retirement? What I understand?
With CalPERS, here in the city of San Luis, it's up in the region of 90% of their salaries.
And how much does the city
our
manager?
City attorney,
okay.
And our city manager, our CEO here in San Luis Obispo, Derek Johnson, he actually just got another raise, but he was making $330,000 a year salary. When you're getting 90%, if you do the math, it's $300,000 a year he's putting in his pocket.
And that's when he's tired
without
of not working.
Well, he's sitting on a beach drinking Mai Tais.
And in the meantime, we're paying another city attorney and him.
So you're paying two people to do the same job. After he's left, he's not doing the job. His replacement is doing the job, but you're still paying two different people.
That's insane, and that will bankrupt any city.
And this is what CalPERS has to offer. And a big, dirty, dark secret is the people that have signed up for CalPERS, it's like some kind of a gang. You're going to bankrupt the city if you try to get out of it and walk away from CalPERS. That's why very few people will, and when they do want to walk away from CalPERS, the penalty that the president, a private industry, private business, the president of CalPERS is basically going after anybody who defies them and tries to get out. It's like jumping someone out of a gang, for crying out loud, because in most cases, the small cities especially, they go bankrupt by getting out of it. They'd be better off by staying in it and slowly going bankrupt than immediately going bankrupt.
So what can we do about it with the people?
My suggestion is sue CalPERS. We the people sue CalPERS because there are creating a situation where a city manager, a city attorney, council members, mayors, no one is capable of honoring, using a fiduciary responsibility for we the people, because they're caught up in this really corrupt, evil plan to eventually bankrupt all of California.
Well, that's not going to happen on my watch. What about
Not on
yours?
my watch.
Okay.
Not with my last breath. I'm going to speak up about it, bring awareness.
Okay, and
Take a walk.
okay.